Hi there, my name is Lucas, and my question to Icon Water is, how do you clean up all the sewage?
Hi Lucas, I'm Laura Fairman and I'm a process engineer here at Longmont Water Quality Control Centre, which I like to think of as Canberra's biggest washing machine for water. After you've digested your food, your waste comes here, so I'm making some pretend sewage by putting some things in the water that we might eat, like oats, chickpeas, corn, beans. We also get fats and oils from cooking. And you get chemicals from washing your clothes and washing your dishes. So it's quite a mixture full of unhealthy substances like ammonia, phosphorus, pathogens and solids that would suck out all the oxygen from the river if we didn't treat it. Not everything we get comes from eating or cleaning though. You'd be surprised how many toys and balls come here. If you've seen the yellow free the poo posters around town, you'd also be aware that anyone flushing non-flushables, like wipes, sanitary products, instead of binning them, can block pipes. So, back to your question. The first thing we need to do is we try to get rid of the big solids that could block equipment. We use screens that are like huge strainers to catch all the big bits. Now the liquid is looking really murky from the smaller solids. So we have some special chemicals, ferric chloride and lime, to make those small clumps clump together and settle to the bottom of a large sedimentation tank. You'll also find bits of fats and oils floating, so we have to skim them from the surface. The watery sludge and scum containing the solids are spun dry using big centrifuges like the spin cycle of a washing machine into a substance we call cake. The cake is then fed into a furnace, which is like a big rotating oven. It dries out the cake to the point that the organics combust, leaving an ash that is rich in calcium and phosphorus, which is great as a soil conditioner, and producing heat that we use to keep the microorganisms warm. After this, the liquid is starting to fill off much better, but dissolved in that liquid is lots of ammonia and organics that we need to treat. So we harness the power of microbiology. We have these big tanks called bioreactors, which are full of billions of microorganisms, invisible to the naked eye, but look pretty cool under a microscope. We feed them our settled effluent, and then we blow lots of oxygen through massive aeration blowers. They are able to eat up all the ammonia nitrogen and make nitrate nitrogen. The liquid full of nitrate is sent to another tank. Where? Where there is no wet. And microorganisms turn the nitrate into safe nitrogen gas, which flows up and out into the air. These microorganisms might be living microheroes, but they can get sick from toxic substances. So it's really important that no one sticks toxic chemicals down the sewers, because these microorganisms have got a really important job to do. Now that the organic step is done, we're ready to separate the microorganisms from the liquid. The settled microorganisms are settled in clarifiers, and the settled microorganisms are recycled back to do more work, leaving clear effluent to go on to the next step of polishing. This is where we add more ferric chloride to remove phosphorus and force any remaining solids to clump together, and then filter this through our large filters. Which are made of coal, sand and gravel. Now the water may look clean at this stage, but it's still got harmful pathogens lurking in it. To deal with those, we add chlorine and leave it for half an hour. But because the chlorine is toxic, we then add sulfur dioxide to neutralise the chlorine to make it safe for the fish. We're now left with clean water, which is ready to go back into the river and to provide a safe environment for the fish in the river, all the river creatures. Thanks very much.